Yo! What's going on, y'all? Welcome to my channel. I'm Charlene. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button.
I'm trying to go get the cake for my daughter like it's a birthday. Can you dig? Hey, tell me
So we're about to get down into this Wendy Williams, Nicki Minaj situation, okay? Now, I know I'm not in my normal background. I am at work in the office. I work like a dog. So I haven't been able to like really do stuff in my natural setup, but it's okay because we finna get down to it. So as you know, in my channel, Libra Views, I give perspective from a Libra's view. We are known for the balance, and we're known for being able to analyze both sides of a situation and then come to a somewhat logical solution in the end, okay? So you know Nicki Minaj been going off on her Queen radio, okay? She done drag Joe Budden. She just dragged people. Like, she go on her Queen radio. She go on other people's shows, and she dragged them, okay? Well, she recently dragged Wendy Williams and was basically asking where was Wendy Williams when her husband, Kelvin Hunter, was knee-deep in his side chick, Sharina's punani.
Bitch, where was you at when Kevin had his dick knee-deep in that bitch punani?
She said that because Wendy Williams, being the shady queen that she is, she was, you know, on her show, and she was basically talking about Nicki Minaj marrying Kenneth Petty, who is a ex-criminal, ex-con, okay? And of course, you know, Wendy being Wendy, you know, she was very shady, and she was like, you know, insinuating that, you know, Nicki kind of made a bad decision. But kind of not really, because before Wendy Williams went in and started naming all of Nicki Minaj's husband's, you know, charges and, you know, accusations and things like that, she actually said that Nicki Minaj was one of the biggest things going.
Married. But I understand why she married him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she's known by all the world at this particular point in her life. She's the biggest thing going. And sometimes when you're the biggest thing going, you want to have a safety blanket, a comfort zone, and that would be somebody that you grew up with.
Yes, Wendy Williams, when she was upset after Nicki Minaj dragged her on Queen Radio, called her a soon-to-be washed-up rapper.
There's this soon-to-be washed-up rapper who can't keep my name out of its mouth. And I love it. I sit here like, okay, keep talking. Oh, say some more.
But if you really go back and listen to Wendy Williams when she originally addressed Nicki Minaj marrying her husband Kenneth Petty and said all that shit about Nicki Minaj, she actually said that Nicki Minaj was the biggest thing going. So I don't think we should get all worked up and out of place that Wendy Williams said what she said, because at the end of the day, you know, she really just said that because Nicki Minaj came for her marriage and her relationship. And Wendy Williams is probably thinking, you know, you came from, I had commentary on your marriage, and you guys have been married for 5 minutes, but you came from my marriage, and I've been married and with this man for 20 plus, almost 30 years. So that's why Wendy Williams called her a washed up rapper. It's not because Wendy Williams really thinks that she's a washed up rapper. Wendy Williams was pissed off, and so was Nicki, and I understand why both of them were pissed off, to be 100% honest. But we all know Wendy Williams can be really catty when she's talking about certain situations. So, you know, I'm kind of torn. Me personally, I feel like, you know, Wendy, you have some nerve, okay? You married your husband 20 some odd years ago. And from what I understand, he was an immigrant from Canada who I'm pretty sure was not on the level that you were, Miss Wendy Williams. Okay. You know, I believe at the time you were like kind of like doing your radio thing. You were in your radio jush, your celebrity bag. You were kind of really popular. And you kind of got with Kelvin. I don't know if he was a bodyguard. I don't know if he was, you know, a DJ, a music producer, I don't know. But what I do know is that he was not on your level. And you still decided to put that ring on your finger, which you probably purchased yourself. Because that big ring that Wendy Williams be rocking, I know Kelvin definitely did not buy that for her off of his income, you know. Now, I do think that he used to be working with, I do think he used to work with Wendy Williams, so maybe he was getting a pretty penny because Wendy Williams makes money, and if you're working and getting a percentage from her money, as well as just the money that comes in naturally for the marriage, I assume you might have had the money, but like, let's just keep it real, okay? You didn't go over there, Wendy Williams, you didn't go and get you, you know, Indian prince like Rihanna did. You didn't go over there and get a billionaire, millionaire, Irish, white fish like Eve did. Okay, you didn't do that. You didn't even do what Lisa Ray did and went to Turks and Caicos, or however you say it, and you know, become a prime minister, queen, or wife, or I don't know what the hell. But you picking up what I'm putting down. Wendy Williams, you didn't do that. Okay, so you dragging Nicki Minaj for her, you know, marriage decisions, although I feel like we all kind of feel the same way. But, you know, you have no room to talk because you didn't go and get you clearly a man of moral and upstanding character. You didn't do that. So I'm gonna request that you leave Nicki Minaj alone on that one. Now, Nicki Minaj, why did you even respond to Wendy Williams? Now, this is Libra views, okay? So I kind of go back and forth because I see one side and then I see another side and I see another side and see people be trying to get us mixed up, get us Libras mixed up, talking about we wishy-washy and we flip-floppy. No, it's not that we're flip-floppy or we're wishy-washy. It's the fact that we have the ability to step outside of ourselves and not be selfish and one-sided. And sometimes, you know, there are gray areas when you look in different situations. So what I will say is, you know, Nicki Minaj, you shouldn't have gave it life. You shouldn't have responded to, you know, Wendy Williams, because at the end of the day, you know how Wendy Williams is. But at the same time, I understand, you know, Nicki Minaj has never been married before. You know, Nicki Minaj has been in relationships. She's been in high-profile relationships. She's been in relationships. She said herself, she's a relationship girl. So her being in a relationship, that's not new. But her being married is something that's new to her. And Wendy, you've been married for 20-something years. This is something that's new to Nicki Minaj. So I feel like, you know, I see a lot of people like, why did she, you know, respond? She shouldn't even have responded to Nicki, or at least I think that Nicki shouldn't even have responded to Wendy. I do. I think I'm like, girl, like, why would you even, because, you know, Wendy saying what she said and Wendy getting reposted on the urban blogs and on, you know, the popular blogs, that would have lasted all of 2, possibly, if even 3 days. And that would have been over and done with. Nobody would have responded. But because you felt the need to, you know, go on Queen Radio and respond to what Wendy Williams said on her show, then Wendy Williams has now responded and called you a washed up rapper. And then now I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, when you talk on your Queen Radio sometime this week or next week or whenever you do your next one, you're going to be bringing up Wendy Williams again, which is not only bringing more attention to her show, it's just kind of puffing up this fire and just making it worse than what it really needs to be, you know? So ultimately, I feel like, girl, you know, Nicki Minaj, you're a high-profile woman. You know, people are going to talk to you. And I do understand that this is, you know, Kenneth is your husband. It's not like a guy you're dating, and I get it. It's your husband, so you have more of a, you know, like, whoa. Like, this is my husband. It's my first marriage. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that if you get married multiple times that you don't feel this way about all of your mates, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's her first. She's never experienced this before. So she's protective of it. She wants to really have it, you know, be respected. She wants it to be respected. Now, she ain't respect that nigga Meek Mills, and she damn sure ain't respect Big Dick Safari. But, you know, I think she really respects Kenneth to an extent, because we all know she wears the pants in that relationship. But you know what I mean. You picking up what I'm putting down. You know, this is Nicki, but I feel like she really loves and respects Kenneth, and that's why she went and bought herself a ring and walked down the aisle, you know? So I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna be the end of it. I'm pretty sure Wendy Williams is, I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj is going to respond, and Wendy Williams is going to respond, and then it's going to be a fiasco. One of the ladies are going to have to be mature enough to say, can't let it happen. So, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Please comment on this video, like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I need more subscribers. Once I hit 1,000, oh, you already know, it's mother and on and mother and popping. Okay? Till next time, guys. I'll see y'all later.